The Endeavour drifted through the Kepler 442 system, with the quiet confidence of humanity's finest achievement. Captain Sarah Chen stood on the bridge, her eyes fixed on the viewport where a pale blue world hung like a jewel against the cosmic dark. 300 years of faster-than-light travel, and humanity had yet to find another civilization, until now. "Captain, we're receiving a signal," Lieutenant Rodriguez called out, his voice trembling with barely contained excitement. It's mathematical. Prime numbers. They know we're here." Sarah's heart hammered against her ribs. This was it. First contact. The moment that would define her species' place in the universe. "Open a channel. Send our response package." The response came within minutes, impossibly fast for the distance involved. The aliens had technology that made humanity's FTL drives look like steam engines. When the transmission resolved on the main screen, Sarah found herself staring at a being of ethereal beauty. Crystalline structures formed its body, light pulsing through it in patterns that suggested both thought and emotion. "Humans," the being spoke, its voice synthesized through their computers into perfect English. "We are the Luminari. We have waited long for this meeting." Over the following weeks, the Endeavour's crew learned the impossible truth. The Luminari had achieved spaceflight 3 million years ago. They had transcended biological limitations, conquered entropy itself, and spread across 17 galaxies. Their technology could reshape matter at the quantum level, their medicine could grant immortality, and their understanding of physics made humanity's greatest scientists weep with inadequacy. Commander James Park sat in the observation lounge, staring at the luminary city that orbited the system's star, a Dyson sphere of such complexity that human eyes couldn't fully comprehend its architecture. Beside him, Dr. Amara Okonkwo, the mission's chief xenoanthropologist, nursed a drink with shaking hands. "We're nothing," James whispered. 300 years of progress, and we're infants playing with blocks while they've built wonders beyond imagination. But Amara was studying her data pad, scrolling through the cultural exchange files the Luminari had provided. Her brow furrowed deeper with each passing moment. "James, have you read their history?" "Their literature?" "Some. Why?" "They have none." James turned to her, confused. "What do you mean?" "They've given us terabytes of data, mathematical proofs, scientific theorems, engineering specifications." Amara's voice grew urgent. "But no stories. No art, no music, no philosophy beyond pure logic. James, they've given us the accumulated knowledge of 3 million years, and there's not a single poem in any of it." The observation hit the crew like a shockwave. As the cultural exchange deepened, the pattern became undeniable. The Luminari had achieved perfection in every measurable way, but somewhere in their ascension they had lost something fundamental. Their cities were magnificent but sterile. Their communication was precise but cold. They had conquered death but forgotten why life mattered. Captain Chen requested an audience with the Luminari High Coordinator, a being of pure light that had existed for over 2 million years. They met in a chamber that existed in 7 dimensions simultaneously, though human perception could only process 3. "Why did you wait for us?" Sarah asked. "You could have contacted Earth centuries ago." The coordinator's light pulsed in what might have been contemplation. "We have watched 17,000 species achieve spaceflight. Most follow predictable paths. They discover us, feel inadequate, and either join our collective or retreat into isolation. But humans, your broadcasts intrigued us. Our broadcasts? Your music. Your stories. Your constant chaotic creativity." The coordinator's form shifted, and Sarah thought she detected something like longing. "We solved the equations of existence long ago. We can manipulate reality itself, but we forgot how to dream. When we listened to your Bach, your Beatles, your Bollywood, when we read your Shakespeare, your Marquez, your Morrison, we remembered something we had lost in our pursuit of perfection." Sarah felt her perspective shift. "You need us. Need is imprecise, but yes. We achieved immortality and found it meaningless. We conquered physics and found the universe empty. You humans, with your brief lives and primitive technology, have something we can never recreate. The urgency of mortality, the beauty of imperfection, the chaos that breeds creativity. The revelation spread through the Endeavour and eventually back to Earth. Humanity hadn't stumbled upon gods in the cosmos. They had found beings who had ascended so high they forgot how to live. The Luminary could offer humanity technological wonders, solutions to disease, poverty, and death itself. But humanity had something equally valuable to offer in return. Dr. Okonkwo established the first cultural exchange program. Human artists, musicians, writers, and philosophers began working alongside luminary scientists. The luminary learned to create without purpose, to find beauty in imperfection, to understand that the journey mattered more than the destination. Humans learned to think in timescales that spanned millennia, to see the universe not as a frontier to conquer but as a symphony to appreciate. Captain Chen stood on the bridge of the Endeavour one last time before returning to Earth. The luminary had offered to upgrade the ship, to give it capabilities beyond imagination. She had declined. The Endeavour would return home as it had left, imperfect, limited, human. "We thought finding advanced aliens would show us our place in the universe," she said to her assembled crew. "Turns out it showed us our purpose. We're not here to catch up to civilizations like the luminary. We're here to remind them and ourselves that progress without passion is just existence. The universe doesn't need more perfect beings. It needs more human ones." The Endeavour turned toward home, carrying not the shame of humanity's limitations, but the pride of its irreplaceable gift, the chaotic, beautiful, imperfect art of being alive.